Chapter 71, Fight for the Cave. You are listening at novelfull.audio. With a loud bang, the light shield finally couldn't hold on and shattered. At this moment, all the disciples of Chongqing sect cheered and rushed in frantically. The people in the foundation building realm naturally ran in the front. Huang Wanqiu, Sui Yan, Kai Ping, Huang Jinwei and others were the fastest and walked in the front. Then came Pan Shibin, Ma Mengnan, Li Zhaoan and a large number of people in the foundation building realm. Ji Wuchang followed behind without hurrying or slowing down. He was still thinking about the two souls that had just swept over him. Ji Wuchang could clearly feel that there was a strong malice in the two souls. No matter who you are, if you really provoke me, I will keep you even if I owe Ji Yaoyao a favor. Ji Wuchang sneered in his heart and then followed the Qi refining realm disciples into the cave. This cave is very large, like a small village. The first thing that came into view was a medicinal garden. No one had picked them for many years. There were actually medicinal herbs over 100 years old, and there were quite a few of them. At this moment, both the foundation establishment realm and the Qi refining realm were scrambling in the medicinal field. Ji Wuchang was not polite either. He shook his body and came to a medicinal field. He stretched out his hand and grabbed a 100-year-old medicinal herb directly. Seeing that there was a 100-year-old 9-leaf grass in front of him, Ji Wuchang's eyes lit up and he stretched out his right hand to grab the 9-leaf grass. At this moment, a sword energy rushed straight to Ji Wuchang's right hand, which was extremely fierce. Ji Wuchang's eyes flashed with cold light. Without any hesitation, his right hand retracted like lightning. His body shook and he had come to the disciple who had just drawn the sword. This was a disciple of the first level of the foundation establishment realm. Ji Wuchang did not know this person. At this moment, his face was unusually cold. Ji Wuchang clenched his right fist, and before the other party retreated, he punched the other party's chest fiercely. Crack! Ah! A scream was heard, and the opponent's chest caved in. The whole person was knocked away by Ji Wuchang for dozens of meters, and blood spurted out of his mouth. Ji Wuchang looked around indifferently, and the people around him retreated in fear, not daring to approach Ji Wuchang. This man is fierce, and his Qi refining realm cultivation actually knocked down a foundation establishment realm level 1 with one punch. The people around him did not dare to approach Ji Wuchang, and Ji Wuchang directly took away the 100-year-old 9-leaf grass. As soon as the 9-leaf grass was in hand, Ji Wuchang couldn't help but reveal a trace of fierceness in his eyes. His body shook and he came directly to the man who had just been knocked away. The man retreated madly in fear, and fear appeared in his eyes, but Ji Wuchang was determined to kill him, so how could he let him go? His body disappeared like a ghost, and when he appeared again, he had already come to the disciple and pointed out with one finger. A stream of spiritual power shot out and directly pierced the man's eyebrows. The man fell down unwillingly, with endless regret in his eyes. He originally thought that the people in the foundation building realm had gone to the front, and the Qi refining realm rookies behind could be bullied by him, but he didn't expect that he would lose his life directly. Ji Wuchang took off the other party's storage ring as if no one was around, and looted all the valuable things from the other party. Then he kicked the other party's body dozens of meters away and fell into a deep ditch in the distance. Ji Wuchang's ferocity scared the Qi refining realms around him, but after looking for a long time, they all found that they didn't know this person. Xiao Fan also looked in the direction of Ji Wuchang in surprise, and felt that this person seemed a little familiar, but he couldn't remember. But Xiao Fan didn't have time to care at this moment. The master in his ring had agreed to lend him power, and he wanted to go inside to seize greater opportunities. It is normal to kill people and rob treasures in the secret realm, but it is rare to do it so blatantly like Ji Wuchang. But because of this, the Qi refining realms around him retreated as soon as they saw the direction where Ji Wuchang flew. They were all afraid of offending Ji Wuchang, the god of killing. Ji Wuchang didn't bully others. When he saw a crowded medicinal field, he didn't go there. He specifically chose places with few people. Although this kind of place is remote and overgrown with weeds, you can find some medicinal herbs of good years. Ji Wuchang harvested several plants of about 100 years old in succession, and his mood was very good. However, there were too many people, and the medicinal herbs here were quickly divided up. Everyone rushed to the rows of houses in the distance. Ji Wuchang naturally wanted to join in the fun. Suddenly, he saw a shabby low house next to the medicinal field, which should be used to store some sundries. After all, such a large medicinal field needs watering, weeding, pest control, etc., so some things must be piled up. When Ji Wuchang was an outer disciple of Chang Shengmen before, he naturally stayed in the medicinal field, and he still had some understanding of these things. Seeing more than 100 people rushing to that row of houses, Ji Wuchang felt that even if he went there, he might not be able to get anything good. Ji Wuchang's mind moved, and he came to the dilapidated low house as if by magic, stretched out his hand to push the door and entered. In the room, there were indeed a pile of miscellaneous things. Ji Wuchang touched them with his hand, and they instantly turned into a pile of dust. Ji Wuchang was slightly surprised. How many years has it been left here without anyone coming? Ji Wuchang's soul swept around, and suddenly saw a small tripod in the corner full of dust. Ji Wuchang was quite curious, and he couldn't help but step forward, waved his hand, and the dust on the small tripod instantly dissipated. Ji Wuchang originally thought that it must be a broken thing that was thrown here casually, but after the dust disappeared, Ji Wuchang found that he was wrong. Although the whole small tripod was pitch black, it was intact. Ji Wuchang checked it and did not find any damaged parts, but he could not tell whether the small tripod was good or bad. Never mind, take it back first. I will ask Ji Yaoyao for advice later. Ji Wuchang waved his hand and put the small tripod into the system space, and then slowly left here. When Ji Wuchang arrived at this row of houses, it was completely in chaos, and all kinds of fights were extremely fierce. It turned out that there were all kinds of elixirs in this house, hundreds of second-grade elixirs, and many third-grade elixirs, all of which were preserved intact. At this moment, Ji Wuchang regretted it so much that his intestines turned green. If he had known that there were elixirs to fight for here, he would never have wasted time in that dilapidated hut. Now, when he arrived, the elixirs were almost all taken away. It was just because of the uneven distribution that everyone was dissatisfied with each other and attacked each other. There were several corpses lying on the ground, but the people at the scene did not pay any attention to them. They were all staring at their opponents with murderous intent. This is the trial of Chang Shengmen, survival of the fittest. Just like Ji Wuchang just killed someone, no one would seek revenge for a dead person. Chapter 73, Abuse the Experienced Baby Again. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ji Wuchang came to the two heads with a cold face, and used a long sword to pick up the black scarves of the two people, and couldn't help but stand there in a daze. These two people were very different from the people he thought of in his mind, because he didn't know them at all. Ji Wuchang was very depressed, lowered his head and thought, trying to recall the memories of his previous life, but there was still no memory of these two people in his memory. Ji Wuchang took off the storage rings of the two people, and then burned them clean with fire. Since it is impossible to judge the origins of the two people from their faces, we can only check their storage rings, hoping to gain something. Ji Wuchang found a safe place. His soul surged out, breaking the seal of one of the storage rings. All the things in the storage ring were poured out by Ji Wuchang. Hundreds of low-grade spirit stones, more than 10 pills, including 1 third-grade pill, 3 second-grade pills, and the rest were first-grade pills. In addition to these things, there are also several sets of clothes for change and 2 tokens. Ji Wuchang was very familiar with 1 token. He also had 1. It was a token representing the disciples of Chongqing sect. As for the other token, Ji Wuchang had never seen it before. Ji Wuchang picked up the strange token and frowned. The token was too simple. There was nothing on the back and 3 big characters of 167 were engraved on the front. Ji Wuchang's soul covered the token and found that there was no spiritual power fluctuation on it. Obviously, no soul mark could be left on it. Ji Wuchang did not give up, and then broke through the seal of the second storage ring. The thing was roughly the same as the first storage ring. There was also a strange token in the storage ring, and the token was engraved with 3 big characters of 269. Ji Wuchang burned the clothes of the 2 people in 1 fire. Looking at the jumping flames, Ji Wuchang's mind moved, and he took out the token of 167. The flames gushed out and wrapped the token, although the fireball technique is one of the entry-level techniques in the world of immortal cultivation, it still feels very good to use. The scorching flames burned fiercely, and in just a moment, the tokens were all burned red. Wuchang sighed. He gave up. It seemed that he had thought too much. Wuchang then threw the 2 tokens into the system space and decided to study them later when he had time. In Wuchang's hand, there were 2 tokens of Changshengmen disciples. One of the names on the tokens was Wang Qua and the other was Wang Xiang. Wuchang put away the 2 tokens, and a trace of worry appeared in his eyes. Although Wuchang did not know these 2 people, Wuchang could be sure that these 2 people did not belong to any of the 9 peaks. In other words, these 2 people were inner disciples, and they were disciples of a guest elder. If these 2 people were spies planted in Changshengmen by other sects, it meant that some of the outer elders had betrayed Changshengmen. However, what was the operation of assassinating a Qi refining realm himself? Wuchang really couldn't figure it out. Wuchang thought for a long time, and then he was too lazy to think about it. He packed up his things and left slowly. After this assassination, Wuchang became more careful. In the next 3 days, he hunted several beasts. Wuchang returned to the cave in the Purple Mansion realm. There was no one here. Wuchang himself didn't understand why he came back. Perhaps subconsciously, he still regarded Xiao Fan as the most powerful opponent. If he didn't understand the other party's situation clearly, he would be very uneasy. Wuchang walked around here and gained nothing. He was about to leave. At this moment, a beam of light appeared, and a figure stepped out of the beam of light. It was Xiao Fan. At this moment, Xiao Fan was in high spirits. His broken left arm actually grew out directly, which made Wuchang stunned. Xiao Fan's cultivation level soared, reaching the peak of the 9th level of the Qi refining realm, and he was only 1 step away from the foundation building. Wuchang silently took out a pitch-black hood from the storage ring and put it on himself. He found this hood from the storage ring of the second black-clothed man who assassinated him. It can actually block the detection of the soul. This is definitely a good thing to knock people unconscious, so Wuchang naturally wants to stay. Even if he is discovered, he is not afraid. The face he shows at this moment has also been disguised. I, Xiao Fan, am resurrected with full blood again. Kai Ping, Wuchang, you wait for me, I will find you later and get all the accounts back. Xiao Fan laughed loudly. Although it feels shorter and smaller than before, it is better than nothing. Wuchang looked at Xiao Fan coldly, and when he saw that the other party was only a dozen steps away from him, a trace of cruelty flashed in his eyes. Step on the heart step. 100 times sublimation instant killing technique. Wuchang whispered at the corner of his mouth, and terrible power instantly emerged from his body. Although he only dared to use the 10-fold amplification now, he was at the 10th level of Qi refining, much stronger than the 9th level. Even in Kursin, who was at the 6th level of foundation building, was killed by him in a second, so it was naturally impossible for Xiao Fan to resist now. Xiao Fan suddenly covered his chest and let out a shrill scream. Before he could react, a dark figure came near him. Bang! Bang! One punch hit Xiao Fan's chest, and another hit Xiao Fan's head. Xiao Fan's mouth spurted blood, his body flew backwards, and hit the ground hard. Before he could react, his right arm was grabbed by someone, and then torn apart by someone. A heart-wrenching scream came from Xiao Fan's mouth, and his right arm was torn off directly. Xiao Fan couldn't bear it anymore and fainted. My good junior brother, I will accept your things with pleasure. Before Xiao Fan fainted, a sarcastic word came into his ears, which made Xiao Fan hate it. Wuchang looked at Xiao Fan who fainted, and a trace of cruelty appeared at the corner of his mouth, and he robbed everything in the other party's storage ring. At the same time, a stream of energy shot out from Wuchang's left index finger, heading straight for the 2 tails of meat. I'll let you grow, and smash you to pieces, and see how you grow. Wuchang spoke viciously, and then pointed a finger at Xiao Fan's chest. Although this finger did not completely destroy his dantian, it caused his dantian to suffer a severe blow, and it would not be easy to repair it in the future. Although Xiao Fan had fainted, Wuchang's operation still made him tremble with pain. the old man in Xiao Fan's ring saw this scene, and his mouth twitched violently. I've seen ruthless people, but I've never seen anyone more ruthless than this. Ding! The master defeated the son of great luck, Xiao Fan, for the third time, and his luck value was plus 400, while Xiao Fan's luck value was minus 400. When the system's voice sounded, Wuchang had already left. Chapter 74 Robbery. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the secret realm, the fierce competition began to heat up. This secret realm is not big. After so many people searching everywhere for more than 10 days, most of the area has been explored, but the Immortality sect has regulations, and those with the best grades will be rewarded. How to get the best results for yourself? Looting others is undoubtedly the best choice. Ever since, in the secret realm, an event began where the big fish swallowed the small fish and the small fish swallowed the shrimp. The big fish are naturally Huang Wanqiu, Sui Yan, and Kai Ping, and Shemi is naturally the people in the Qi refining realm. As a result, the little shrimp Wuchang was targeted not long after he left the valley, and he was an acquaintance of Wuchang. There are 3 people on the other side, namely Li Zhaoan, Lian Hongying, and Lu Jinming. These 3 people are all from Baicang Peak, the 7th elder, and they are brothers and sisters. Junior brother, I'm sorry. We don't want more. We only need you to hand over the corpse of 1 second-order ferocious beast and 4 corpses of first-order ferocious beasts. We will leave immediately, Lu Jinming said with a smile. He felt that the person he was robbing this time should be richer, so he asked for more. Li Zhaoan and Lian Hongying stood in different directions, and the 3 of them surrounded Wuchang. Wuchang looked at the 3 of them and frowned slightly. If it was a deadly attack, he should be able to kill 1, or even 2, instantly by using the 100-fold sublimation instant killing technique, but he would definitely not be able to deal with the 3rd one, because after using the 100-fold sublimation instant killing technique, there will be a short period of weakness. Of course, with the help of Ji Yaoyao's power, the 3 of them could be directly obliterated, but it's not necessary. There is no murderous intention in these 3 people, they just want to rob me, so I don't need to kill them. Wuchang looked at the 3 of them with a deliberately angry look on his face, and then suddenly his face lit up with joy. Senior sister, second senior brother, you are here. Wuchang spoke loudly. After Li Zhaoan, Lian Hongying and Lu Jinming heard Wuchang's words, they were shocked at the same time. They quickly turned their heads and looked behind them, but there was nothing. The 3 of them instantly understood that they had been tricked by Wuchang. The 3 of them were very angry. They quickly turned around and found that Wuchang had disappeared and appeared dozens of feet away. Chase! Li Zhaoan shouted and took the lead in chasing Wuchang, followed quickly by Lian Hongying and Lu Jinming. After half a stick of incense, the 3 of them panted slightly, looked at each other, and looked away embarrassedly. What a shame, 3 Foundation establishment realms robbed a Qi refining realm, and then let the other party escape. All 3 of them felt their faces burning. If this was spread, they would be laughed at. Is he born in the year of the rabbit? Why is he so fast? Even the 3 of us can't catch up with him. Lian Hongying spoke, then burst into laughter. Junior brother, junior sister, I think we should go back. No matter how much we rob, there is no way we can beat senior sister Wanqiu and senior brothers Wei Yan. It would be even more embarrassing if we were targeted and robbed. Li Zhaoan was very discouraged and said directly. As soon as he finished speaking, Lu Jinming and Lian Hongying immediately recognized him, and they both felt that it was not necessary. The 3 of them did as they were told, took out the jade token and crushed it into pieces. Instantly, a special force enveloped them, and a void passage appeared in front of the 3 of them, sucking the 3 of them into it. As soon as the 3 people left, Wuchang's figure appeared not far away. He heard the conversation between the 3 of them just now, and couldn't help but nod secretly. If they don't leave in time, Wuchang may really regard them as objects of robbery. Wuchang gathered his mood, then turned and left. In an area of the dense forest, Chen Boyu, Duan Junshen, Fan Huojun, and Huang Guangwen were about to cry without tears. Since the last competition with Dedeo Pavilion, the Relationship between the four of them has become closer. So after meeting in the secret realm, the four of them walked together. They originally wanted to see if they could see Ji Wuchang, but Ji Wuchang seemed to have disappeared. Just now, the four of them were stopped by Pan Shibin. Pan Shibin was on the 5th level of the Foundation Establishment realm. The four of them joined forces, but they couldn't even take a few of Pan Shibin's moves and obediently handed over half of the beast's corpse. Huang Guanwen smiled bitterly and said, "It's too bullying. A dignified 5th level Foundation Establishment realm actually attacks us who are in the Qi refining realm. Is this justified?" Huang Guanwen's words instantly resonated with Fan Huajun, who also smiled bitterly. "That's right. Our Qi refining realm and Foundation Establishment realm rankings are not mixed together. Why are you robbing us? I was originally thinking about whether I could give it a try and compete with Ji Wuchang. It's better now. Half of it was robbed directly. This is nothing." Chen Boyu and Duan Junsheng also smiled bitterly and shook their heads at this moment, "But it is useless for you to talk about this kind of thing. The world of immortality is always about the weak and the strong. The sect encourages robbing, because it is also part of the experience. Hand over the storage ring and rob." At this moment, a loud shout came from afar, approaching the four of them quickly. The four of them were startled, and without even thinking, they crushed the jade tokens in their hands. In an instant, the four figures were swallowed up by the whirlpool and disappeared without a trace. Ji Wuchang was speechless. He finally met these people in the secret realm. He originally wanted to say hello, but unexpectedly, he scared them away. "Holy crap, what's going on?" Ji Wuchang was a little confused. He had never thought about this result. Shouldn't you resist when you are robbed? How can you just flip the table? Boom! At this moment, a violent roar came from the forest in the distance. Ji Wuchang was slightly stunned, and hurriedly ran in that direction. In just a moment, he arrived here. The two people in the field fought very fiercely, and the surrounding trees had been completely destroyed by the energy of the collision between the two. One of these two people is Wei Yan, and the other is Huang Jinwei. It is obvious that Huang Jinwei is not Sui Yan's opponent and is suppressed by Sui Yan. "Brother Huang, hand it over, I won't let you have the opportunity to crush the jade card." Sui Yan's expression was calm, but his attack was extremely fierce. He alternated his palms and slapped Huang Jinwei one after another. Huang Jinwei retreated step by step, but he still managed to hold on. At this moment, the storage ring that Huang Jinwei originally held in his hand was slapped into the air. He had just snatched this storage ring from a person at the 7th level of the Foundation Establishment realm. Before he could put it away, Sui Yan had already spotted it. Seeing the storage ring flying in the air, Sui Yan flew up and grabbed it directly. Huang Jinwei suddenly shouted, and his aura instantly surged, twice as strong as before. Huang Jinwei slapped out with one palm, directly knocking Sui Yan away, causing Sui Yan's hand that was grabbing the storage ring to instantly miss. And because of this violent force, the storage ring flew directly towards Ji Wuchang. Chapter 75 Wind and Thunder Taixu Step. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Junior brother who is watching the fun, I give you this storage ring. After Huang Jinwei finished speaking, without any hesitation, he crushed the jade token in his hand, then laughed and said to Sui Yan, "Senior brother Sui Yan, goodbye." As Huang Jinwei finished speaking, his body was swallowed by a whirlpool and then disappeared without a trace. Ji Wuchang looked at the storage ring flying towards him, hesitated for a moment, then reached out to grab it, and then flew towards the distance. "Hand over that storage ring, otherwise don't blame me for being ruthless." Sui Yan looked at Ji Wuchang who was flying towards the distance. Murderous intent flashed in his eyes, and he spoke coldly. Wherever Ji Wuchang might stop, he used his speed to the extreme. The Bagua Dragon step made him jump more than 10 feet away with every step he took. After images emerged in the dense forest and then disappeared. Sui Yan's eyes turned cold. He raised the long sword in his hand and slashed it down. A ray of sword light instantly swept across a distance of tens of feet and struck in a dense forest. There was a loud boom, and wherever the sword light touched, it exploded directly, and a ravine dozens of meters long appeared below. all the trees on both sides of the ravine exploded and then collapsed. Zhuo Yan frowned and found that the figure was fine and still running towards the distance. Zhuo Yan's face became more and more gloomy. He raised the long sword in his hand and struck out several swords in succession. A roar came one after another, and where the long sword was slashed, the big trees continued to collapse, the ground shook, and rocks penetrated the air. But the figure in front still didn't fall down, and its speed was getting faster and faster, which made Zhuo Yan frown even more tightly. Forget it, it's rare to meet such an interesting person in the qi refining realm. I have nothing to do, so I just want to play with you. Zhuo Yan snorted coldly, followed closely, and used the speed of the 9th level of the Foundation Establishment realm. Naturally, he was faster than the figure in front, and the distance between the two began to close. Wuchang frowned when he saw Zhuo Yan chasing after him. He couldn't keep up with his speed. Wuchang, how about you owe me a favor and I help you kill him? Yaoyao's words rang in Wuchang's ears. When Wuchang heard this, he couldn't help but frown slightly. Although he was cruel to his enemies, Wuchang remembered that Zhuo Yan died in the battle protecting the Eternal Life Gate in his previous life. It would be a pity to kill such a person. After all, he is now a leader in the foundation building realm. Forget it, I have no grudge against him, and I feel guilty if I kill him. Do you have any flying skills? You can teach me one, and I will just dump him. Ji Yaoyao was speechless when she heard Wuchang's words. Wuchang, of course I have some flying skills, and there are quite a lot of them. But these skills are of a relatively high level, so what's the use of passing them on to you now? Wuchang understood what Ji Yaoyao meant. This kind of movement cannot be learned in a short time. Of course this doesn't work for others, but Wuchang can. He has a cheating device. Yaoyao, you can give me a try. Maybe I'm very talented in that movement technique. Don't forget, I had an epiphany last time, that when Ji Yaoyao heard Wuchang's words, she couldn't help but think deeply. Although she didn't believe that Wuchang could learn it, she didn't mind teaching Wuchang something. As for Zhuo Yan who was chasing after him, Ji Yaoyao didn't take it seriously at all. If she wants, she can disappear with Wuchang at any time. Okay, I'll teach you a top-notch flying technique called Wind and Thunder Taixu Step. It complements the Wind and Thunder Fist you practice. The wind is running like lightning, stepping on wind and thunder, shrinking the ground to an inch, taking a step thousands of miles, having thunder wings on the back, traveling through the void. This is a heaven-level high-level movement technique. If you can learn it, even people who are a level higher than you may not be able to catch up with you in the future. Ji Yaoyao's words rang in Wuchang's ears, and then countless words immediately appeared in Wuchang's mind. This is the Wind and Thunder Taixu Step technique that Ji Yaoyao passed on to Wuchang with the power of her soul. Wuchang felt an abnormal swelling and pain in his head. This spell was too profound. It was not easy to understand it, let alone understand it. System, I want to use my luck value to understand the Wind and Thunder Taixu Step. Without any hesitation, Wuchang directly called the cheating device. Ding! Master, you can get started with Wind and Thunder Taixu Step by spending 800 luck points. Spend 2,400 luck points to achieve a small success. Wuchang was stunned when he heard that so much luck had been consumed. System, you won't cheat me, why are you consuming so much, Master? This is a high-level heaven-level body technique, and it is more difficult to practice than many top-level heaven-level skills. If the Master practices on his own, he may not be able to achieve a small success in 20 years. When Wuchang heard this, he was instantly discouraged and said directly, it consumes 2,400 points of luck. Ding. 2,400 luck points have been deducted, and the Wind and Thunder Taixu Step realization is being transmitted. As the system's words fell, a wave of insights about Feng Lei Tai Su Bu appeared in Wuchang's mind. These insights were as if Wuchang had studied them for many years and he was extremely familiar with them. At Wuchang's feet, he unknowingly stopped the Bagua Wandering Dragon Step and replaced it with the Wind and Thunder Taixu Step. As Wuchang stepped forward, his speed instantly increased several times. With one step, he directly reached 60 or 70 feet, and it was still accelerating. Under Ji Wuchang's feet, there was a sound of wind and thunder, and Ji Yao Yao in the storage ring was stunned. Zhuo Yan, who was chasing after Ji Wuchang, was even more dumbfounded. The opponent's speed was much faster than his. It must be a secret method. He actually used a secret method. Let's see how long you can last. Zhuo Yan knew very well that using secret methods put a lot of pressure on the body, and it could only last for a moment. But Zhuo Yan was dumbfounded afterwards. The opponent was getting farther and farther away from him, and then turned into a small black dot and disappeared. Ji Wuchang was very excited at this moment. This speed was too fast. He felt that the spiritual power around him automatically gathered under him. The whole body was like an arrow from a string. Even those who had just broken through the Purple Mansion realm might not be able to catch up with this speed. This time it was definitely a big profit. As fast as the wind and lightning, stepping on the wind and thunder, shrinking the earth into an inch, a step of 10,000 miles, thunder wings grow on the back, shuttle through the void. Ji Wuchang whispered this sentence. He now understood the meaning of Ji Yao Yao's words just now. This is a brief description of the 3 stages of wind and thunder Taixu step: small success, great success, and perfection. At this moment, his speed is extremely fast, and there is a sound of wind and thunder under his feet, which is the first stage of as fast as the wind and lightning, stepping on the wind and thunder. When he thought of this, Ji Wuchang almost laughed out loud. With the blessing of this footwork, his combat power will definitely double. Chapter 76: The Yellow Bird Behind. You are listening at novelfull.audio. How did you do it? Ji Yao Yao was like seeing a ghost, and she didn't come back to her senses for a long time. She practiced wind and thunder Taixu step in the past, and it took 5 years to get started, 20 years to achieve minor success, and 100 years to achieve major success, but she didn't practice to perfection until her body was cut off. Ji Wuchang only took a few breaths to achieve minor success. How could Ji Yao Yao not be shocked? Ji Wuchang laughed and said, "Didn't I tell you that some people are born different from others, and I am a genius among geniuses?" Ji Wuchang originally thought that Ji Yao Yao would definitely refute, but he didn't know that after waiting for a long time, there was no sound from Ji Yao Yao. Ji Wuchang stopped when he saw that Zhuo Yan was gone, and then he suddenly felt abnormally tired. Ji Wuchang was startled. And then he found that the spiritual power in his body was directly reduced by 40%. Just now he was too excited and didn't pay attention to these. Now that the excitement gradually faded, he felt the abnormality of his body. Ji Wuchang smiled bitterly. As expected, there is no free lunch in the world. Then he checked the system panel, and his expression became even more bitter. Host, Ji Wuchang. Cultivation, late 10th level of Qi refining. Root bones, earth rank middle grade. Luck value, 11. Special ability, none. System task, none. Looking at the remaining 11 luck value, Ji Wuchang shook his head and smiled bitterly. He didn't know when the system mall would be opened. Recently, he had attacked Xiao Fan many times in a row, and got the luck value from him, and consumed it all at once. Ji Wuchang took out a pill and swallowed it. After the pill entered his stomach, a huge spiritual power burst out instantly, and Ji Wuchang's originally consumed spiritual power was replenished rapidly. Ji Wuchang was not idle either. With the wind and thunder Taixu step, he seemed to have gotten rid of the fate of a small shrimp, and he could be a big fish swallowing a small fish. When he thought of this, Ji Wuchang's eyes couldn't help but reveal a hint of excitement. Robbery is a very good job. Robbing the rich to help the poor, and being chivalrous and righteous, this is the true nature of men of our generation. Ji Wuchang disguised himself, mainly to avoid embarrassment when they met each other in the sect in the future. After doing all this, Ji Wuchang began to act. By a small river, Pan Shibin and his junior sister Ma Meng were there to count today's gains. Today they robbed 2 people at the 8th level of Qi refining and 1 person at the 3rd level of foundation establishment, and gained a lot. Pan Shibin didn't just want a little bit, but robbed the other party's storage ring, but the jade card was still returned to the other party. In this way, their gains were naturally great. Brother, we have a total of 4 second-level beasts and 18 first-level beasts today. Adding the original ones of my brother, it should not be a problem to rank in the top 10. Ma Mengnan squinted her eyes and couldn't help but smile on her face. Pan Shibin nodded, and then smiled and said, Master said that if we can enter the top 10, he will pass on a combat skill to us. We have robbed 1 or 2 junior brothers and sisters, and it's time to go back. Otherwise, we are no match for the strongest ones. Many people have gone back in the past few days. Now there are only 50 or 60 people left in the secret realm. There is no point in staying. Ma Mengnan nodded repeatedly when he heard Pan Shibin's words. Want to leave? It's too late. Just then, a man's voice sounded, and then a figure rushed towards Pan Shibin as fast as lightning, and slapped Ma Mengnan at the same time. The sudden change surprised Pan Shibin and Ma Mengnan, but the strength of the person who came was far above them, and the speed was even faster than them. With a bang, Ma Mengnan screamed, and was directly slapped away by the other party's palm, and a mouthful of blood spurted out of his mouth. Pan Shibin punched out and collided with the other party's punch. Pan Shibin also screamed, his body flew backwards, and his mouth opened, and a mouthful of blood spurted out. At this moment, the figure quickly approached Pan Shibin, and before Pan Shibin could react, he took away the storage ring in his hand. Pan Shibin smiled bitterly, looking at the figure in the field, and did not make a move. He knew very well that he was not this person's opponent. Take half, and the rest will be returned to you. The figure laughed loudly, took away half of the beast's corpse in Pan Shibin's storage ring, and then threw the storage ring to Pan Shibin. Looking at the figure's back as it went away, Pan Shibin couldn't help but smile bitterly at Ma Mengnan. Senior brother Jiangbin is too much. He actually took away half of my things. Ma Mengnan spoke angrily, his face was a little pale. Pan Shibin shook his head, then smiled bitterly again. Junior sister Ma, he didn't take all of it, which is already giving me face. Forget it, don't think about it, let's go. Ma Mengnan was angry, but when she thought that this senior brother Jiangbin didn't touch her storage ring, it was obvious that he didn't bother to snatch it because he saw that she was a woman. Ma Mengnan and Pan Shibin flew away, and half an hour later, they met Jiangbin again. This scared the two of them, and a jade token appeared in their hands at the same time. If Jiangbin dared to make another move, they would crush the jade token without hesitation and leave directly. But in just a moment, the two felt that Jiangbin was not right, and he looked furious. Senior brother Jiangbin, what's wrong? Ma Mengnan asked with courage. Jiangbin glanced at the two of them, then smiled bitterly and said, I was robbed. The other party was too fast. I couldn't catch up at all. Pan Shibin and Ma Mengnan were stunned when they heard it. They instantly felt a little gloating, but they didn't show it on their faces. I let you rob me. You were robbed too. Pan Shibin laughed in his heart. At this moment, he felt refreshed. Brother Jiangbin, is it sister Huang Wanqiu or brothers Wei Yan? Pan Shibin was also very curious, so he asked. When Jiangbin heard what Pan Shibin said, he couldn't help but swear directly, damn it, he is a person in the qi refining realm, and I can't catch up with him. I'm so angry. After Jiangbin finished speaking, he slapped down with one palm, and instantly smashed several large trees within a few feet. When Pan Shibin and Ma Mengnan heard it, they were stunned for a moment, but looking at Jiangbin's expression, they should not be lying. Junior sister, the wind is strong. Pan Shibin felt that the risk in this secret realm was too great, and hurriedly told Ma Mengnan. Ma Mengnan agreed, then looked at his senior brother, and crushed the jade token at the same time. A vortex instantly appeared around the two of them, swallowing them up, and then disappeared without a trace. The two chose to run away directly. Hundreds of miles away, Wuchang appeared, looking at the storage ring in his hand, his eyes narrowed with a smile. He originally wanted to rob Pan Shibin and Ma Mengnan, but he happened to encounter Jiangbin robbing, so he simply waited for a while and followed Jiangbin. Then he used the extreme speed of the wind and thunder Taixu step to take away Jiangbin's storage ring, making the other party furious. Chapter 77 Meng Caihong Shock. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Outside the Changshengmen's secret realm formation, the second elder Zhou Yuan, the third elder Meng Caihong, the sixth elder Yu Zhen, the seventh elder Jing Fengqing, and the eighth elder Jia Yuanliang are all there. Meng Caihong's eyes showed a trace of anxiety. Enkursen and Tai Yujia's life cards have been broken, which means that the two have fallen. When Meng Caihong learned the news, she almost fainted, no longer caring about anything else, rushing here to wait. The other elders also looked at Meng Caihong with sympathy. 2 foundation-building disciples were killed in succession. This is a big loss. Although the sect does not pursue the fighting in the secret realm, it will still ask about this matter. The reason for doing this is naturally to exclude those spies with bad character or other sects who are planted in Changshengmen. At this moment, the entrance to the secret realm shook, and a figure stepped out from it. It was Xing Linghong. Xing Linghong was a little confused at first, but when he saw his master Meng Caihong, his eyes began to turn red in an instant. Disciple greets master, greets all the elders. Meng Caihong nodded, then quickly pulled Xing Linghong aside and asked what happened. When Xing Linghong heard that Enkursen's life card was also broken, he couldn't help but retreat several steps in shock, stunned, and tears rolled down instantly. Through Xing Linghong's mouth, Meng Caihong understood that Tai Yujia died in the mouth of the beast, and as for Enkursen, he didn't know. Have you seen your Wuchang brother? Meng Caihong asked quickly, but the answer she got was Xing Linghong shaking his head. Meng Caihong couldn't help but worry, but fortunately Ji Wuchang's life card was fine. Just then, the entrance to the secret realm shook again, and the figures of Pan Shibin and Ma Mengnan appeared. As soon as the two stood still, the entrance to the secret realm shook again, and Jiangbin followed closely, but his face was very ugly. Jiangbin, how did you get from this secret realm? The sixth elder Yuzhen smiled and spoke. He was still very confident in his eldest disciple. Pan Shibin and Ma Mengnan had just come to the side of Master Jia Yuanliang. When they heard the words of the sixth elder, their faces instantly became strange. Jiangbin said with a bitter face, Master, don't mention it. I was just robbed by a Qi refining realm disciple and got nothing. As soon as Jiangbin's words came out, the whole audience was silent, and all the elders were stunned. Yuzhen's mouth twitched slightly, and then he said, Jiangbin, are you sure you didn't say it wrong? Jiangbin felt bitter in his heart, and he also knew that no one would believe what he said. Master, elders, how could I be wrong? It's really Qi refining realm. But the opponent's speed is too fast, I can't catch up at all. All the elders looked strange. If someone at the foundation level said this, they would still believe it. After all, some geniuses can fight across levels. But Jiangbin is one of the most powerful foundation-building cultivators in Changshengmen, and can be regarded as a top figure in the foundation-building pyramid. He was robbed by a person in the Qi refining realm, which shows how terrifying the other party's speed is. Who could this person be? Then everyone thought that this person might have hidden his strength. He was not in the Qi refining realm, but in the foundation-building realm. This is reasonable, the elders thought more and more, and felt that this was reasonable. Just as Jiangbin and his companions left, the entrance to the secret realm shook again, and 2 people in the 6th level of the foundation-building realm appeared. They had bitter faces and wanted to cry but had no tears. However, these 2 people were not disciples of the elders present, and the second elder Zhou Yuan asked symbolically. What did you gain from this trip to the secret realm? When the 2 heard it, they smiled bitterly at the same time, and a woman said, Second elder, it was okay, but it was robbed by a Qi refining realm. After the 2 finished speaking, they were embarrassed to stay any longer and left directly. The elders looked at each other, and they could see the shock in each other's eyes. Second elder, could it be Zhua Yan who did it? The 6th elder Yuzhen spoke directly and said the object of suspicion in his heart. Zhua Yan is the strongest in the foundation-building realm, and the only one who can compete with him is Huang Wanqiu. Now both of them are inside and have not come out yet, but Huang Wanqiu is unlikely, but Zhua Yan is very likely. When the other elders heard Yuzhen's words, they all looked at Zhou Yuan. Zhou Yuan's mouth twitched slightly, and he also had some doubts in his heart, because if it was Zhua Yan, everything would make sense. Just as the second elder Zhou Yuan was about to answer, the entrance to the secret realm shook, and Ji Wuchang flashed out. As soon as she saw Ji Wuchang, Meng Caihong instantly put down her heart. Xiaozhu Peak has suffered enough losses, and it cannot be damaged anymore, otherwise it will be difficult for her to explain to the sect master. Wuchang, what did you gain? That the 8th elder Jia Yuanliang asked directly without waiting for Meng Caihong to speak. The other elders also looked at Ji Wuchang. They believed that if it was really the Qi refining realm, it would most likely be Ji Wuchang, but they didn't believe it very much. After all, Ji Wuchang's cultivation was still in the Qi refining realm in their eyes. Ji Wuchang was slightly stunned. He had gained a lot. After robbing Jiang Bin, he robbed 4 or 5 people in the foundation building realm. Then he felt that it was a bit too much, so he left the secret realm. Ji Wuchang naturally would not tell the truth, and then he quickly said, "Elders, there is not much gain." That when the people present heard Ji Wuchang's words, they nodded at the same time, and dispelled their doubts about Ji Wuchang. Meng Caihong was a little suspicious, but the elders were present, so she didn't ask. Then Meng Caihong and Ji Wuchang left and headed for the sect square, where all the people who were taking the trial had to gather. At the same time, they had to hand in what they had obtained. "Wuchang, how did you get?" Meng Caihong asked after they were far away from the entrance to the secret realm. Ji Wuchang knew very well that he would be exposed as soon as he handed in the things, but it was useless for him to keep them. "Master, I robbed some people, and there are still a lot of things. After all, I am still in the Qi refining realm. Master, give this storage ring to the second senior brother, and let him hand it over to the sect." After Ji Wuchang finished speaking, he handed a storage ring to Meng Caihong. Meng Caihong was stunned, and her soul swept over the storage ring. She was stunned for a moment, and looked at Ji Wuchang in disbelief. "Did you rob Jiang Bin and the others?" Ji Wuchang saw Meng Caihong's surprised expression and knew that he had gone a little too far this time, but he still nodded and admitted it. Meng Caihong was completely speechless. They had just been guessing for a long time and thought that Sui Yen was the most suspicious. They didn't expect that it was really done by a cultivator in the Qi refining realm. At this moment, even Meng Caihong was full of curiosity about Ji Wuchang. This disciple often did amazing things. Meng Caihong then thought of something and looked at Ji Wuchang. A special look flashed in her eyes, and then she couldn't help but sigh in her heart. Chapter 78: The final result of the Secret Realm Trial. You are listening at novelfull.audio. As soon as Ji Wuchang appeared, he was immediately stared at by many people. Jiang Bin, Pan Shibin, Ma Mengnan, etc., all looked at Ji Wuchang, with an inexplicable look in their eyes, but Jiang Bin frowned slightly, because he remembered that the person who robbed him was not this face. Ji Wuchang came to the big square to hand in his harvest, and the 4th elder Yin Shuyao and the 9th elder Li Zhenfeng were responsible for the statistics. 6 second-level beasts, 23 first-level beasts, 1100-year-old medicinal herbs, and more than 50 other years of medicinal herbs. Not bad, not bad. If there are no accidents, the first place in the Qi refining realm must be you. The 9th elder Li Zhenfeng smiled and read out all the gains of Ji Wuchang's trip to the secret realm. Although the voice was not loud, it spread throughout the venue. "Is it really not him?" Jiang Bin muttered a sentence at the corner of his mouth, and there was still a trace of doubt in his eyes. Although Ji Wuchang's harvest was good, it was just average in his eyes. After all, there were more than a dozen second-level beasts in his storage ring. Ji Wuchang smiled and clasped his fists to Li Zhenfeng, saying, "Thank you, elderly." After Ji Wuchang finished speaking, he found a place with fewer people and sat down. System, sign in, ding. Changshengman's main peak signed in successfully, rewarded with 5 years of cultivation, luck value +5. The system's voice sounded, and Ji Wuchang almost burst into tears. In the secret realm, there was no reward for signing in later, and he hadn't signed in for several days. Ji Wuchang felt the huge amount of spiritual power in his body, and quickly operated the purple Qi burning heaven art to guide this spiritual power into his dantian. With the influx of spiritual power, Ji Wuchang felt that all the cells in his body seemed to be cheering, and his cultivation increased again. At this moment, Ji Wuchang reached the peak of the 10th level of Qi refining. Ji Wuchang didn't dare to introduce the extra spiritual power into his dantian, and quickly introduced it into his limbs and bones. Although he was already golden skin and jade bones, it didn't mean that he didn't need to temper his body. The golden skin and jade bones will also need to be constantly transformed as his cultivation grows, and each stage needs to be tempered again. When this spiritual power is fully refined, Ji Wuchang begins to worry. He still lacks 3 of the 5 elements of spiritual objects. If he can't find them as soon as possible, he can't start building the foundation. It seems that after this time, I have to think about it carefully and solve this matter as soon as possible. At this time, there was a sudden cheer on the square. It turned out that Zheng Linghong went up to hand in the harvest from the secret realm. Oh my God, why does Senior Brother Zheng have so many things? Senior Brother Zheng is really amazing, right? That's right, there are more than 40 second-level beasts alone, and hundreds of first-level beasts. Senior Brother Zheng's combat power is so terrifying. It turns out that Senior Brother Zheng is the hidden existence in the sect. Senior Brother Zheng is so handsome. In the square, many people talked about it, and many female disciples had bright eyes. Zheng Linghong was embarrassed, but the master gave it to him and asked him to hand it over, so he couldn't refuse. Hearing everyone's discussion at this moment, Zheng Linghong blushed and hurried back to his master, his heart pounding. Jiang Bin, Pan Shibin and others looked at Zheng Linghong suspiciously. Could the other party's 4th-level foundation building cultivation really be so powerful? But at this moment, the whole square suddenly became quiet, because a miserable figure appeared in everyone's eyes. He was covered in blood, his right arm disappeared, and his whole breath was extremely weak. Isn't this the new disciple of the headmaster? How could he be so miserable? Is he targeted by someone? Or did he encounter a 2nd-level beast that he couldn't resist at all? No, didn't he occupy the last cave inheritance? How could it be like this? Look, there is blood on his pants, and his walking posture is a bit wrong. Is he injured there? Xiao Fan's appearance made the square quiet instantly, but then the discussion continued. Many people couldn't help but show a gloating expression on their faces. To be honest, when Xiao Fan tested his root bone, the noise was so loud that even the headmaster was alarmed. He accepted him as a disciple, which naturally aroused the envy of many people. If Xiao Fan could sing all the way, many people would flatter him, but now this appearance will naturally make many people feel relieved. It is also common sense for everyone to gloat over other people's misfortunes. This is human nature. No one wants to live worse than others. The more familiar they are, the more they care. At this moment, a figure appeared in front of Xiao Fan out of thin air, and frowned when he saw Xiao Fan's miserable condition. This person is Jin Yao Tian, the headmaster of Chongqing sect. Jin Yao Tian waved his hand and disappeared with Xiao Fan in an instant. Ji Wuchang watched this scene calmly. He was not surprised at all. Xiao Fan's external injuries, Ji Wuchang believed that the headmaster would definitely let him recover quickly, but the injury to dantian could not be cured just by wanting to. Ji Wuchang just swept over Xiao Fan, and the other party's cultivation had plummeted to about the 6th level of qi refining. It can be said that the other party has returned to the time before joining Changshengmen. If Ji Wuchang had not coveted his luck value, he would have been dealt with long ago. After a period of time, people continued to appear in the square, and many people showed excited expressions on their faces. They were very satisfied with the harvest this time. The last to appear were naturally Zhuo Yan and Huang Wanqiu. Huang Wanqiu had the largest harvest, reaching about 50 second-level beasts, and more than 100 first-level beasts. Zhuo Yan was relatively worse, with about 40 second-level beasts. Kai Ping had about 30 of them, much less than them. Kai Pingyuan thought that he must be in the top 3. But when he heard the 9th elder say that he was 4th, Kai Ping's face changed slightly. Kai Ping's cold eyes swept over Zheng Linghong, making Ji Wuchang frown slightly. With the reappearance of the 2nd elder and others, it proved that this secret trial was completely over, but the elders looked a little solemn. The normal loss should be 1/5, but this time the loss was more, reaching about 3/10. More than 200 people entered, and only more than 150 people came out. With such a large loss, even the high level of Changshengmen frowned. Fortunately, almost no seed players had any problems, which was also a kind of comfort. Ji Wuchang returned to the hut where he had been away for more than 10 days. He received the reward from the sect, a top-grade spiritual weapon. This secret trial completely established Ji Wuchang's position in the hearts of the Qi refining realm disciples, the first person in the Qi refining realm of Changshenmen. In the secret realm, there are many speculations about the Qi refining realm cultivator who robbed the robber. Among them, Zhua Yan has the greatest suspicion, followed by Zhang Linghong. Although some people doubted Ji Wuchang, many people eventually gave up the idea. After all, it is a bit crazy for a Qi refining realm cultivator to rob a Foundation Establishment realm level 8 cultivator. Chapter 79, Conflicts Intensify, Revealing the Truth. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In the side hall of the main peak, the three masters Shen Yaotian, Kai Ping, and Xiao Fan appeared here. After Shen Yaotian's treatment, Xiao Fan looked much better, but his cultivation had not recovered, and he was still at the 6th level of Qi refining. Shen Yaotian said solemnly, "Tell me, the two of you, what happened in this secret realm? There are rarely so many casualties in sect trials. And, Xiao Fan, why are you so seriously injured?" Changshengman has a rule that everything in the secret realm will not be investigated, and even he, the master, cannot violate it, but there were indeed more casualties in the secret realm this time, and as the master, it is understandable to understand some of the situation. Kai Ping glanced at Xiao Fan, and Xiao Fan happened to look at Kai Ping. The two looked at each other and looked away after a while. Kai Ping's eyes clearly showed a hint of disgust, and at the same time a hint of gloating. In Xiao Fan's eyes, a hint of murderous intent flashed, but then it was well concealed. Kai Ping clasped his fists and said, "Master, this trip to the secret realm also involves a fight for a Purple Mansion cave. To reach this cave, you need to pass through a large canyon, which is home to many black apes and a snake den. Many fellow disciples died there, which is the reason for the heavy losses in this secret realm trial." Although Kai Ping's words were simple, he said the most important thing, which made Shen Yaotian suddenly realize. "As for junior brother Xiao Fan, I haven't met him since I entered the secret realm. Until junior brother Xiao Fan appeared in that Purple Mansion cave and took away the inheritance inside. Later, we all left. I don't know how junior brother Xiao Fan was injured." Kai Ping finished all he wanted to say in one breath. Xiao Fan stood aside, his face calm, his eyes full of murderous intent. "Isn't all this caused by the person in front of me? He is really powerful. He directly pushed all the blame." Xiao Fan became more and more angry as he thought about it. If it weren't for his lack of strength, he would definitely kill Kai Ping without hesitation. Shen Yaotian then looked at Xiao Fan and said, "Xiao Fan, you also say something." When Xiao Fan heard this, he hurriedly said, "Master, this time I entered the secret realm, everything was going well, but I don't know who was thinking about me. This person hid behind me and plotted against me twice. If I hadn't run away desperately, I would have died in the secret realm. The person who attacked me is very powerful, at least above the 6th level of the foundation building realm. I had no power to fight back in his hands. The other party may be concerned that I am your disciple, so he didn't kill me, but deliberately destroyed my dantian. Please master, this person's methods are really too despicable." After Xiao Fan finished speaking, he knelt directly in front of Shen Yaotian, his eyes red. Shen Yaotian frowned slightly. Although Xiao Fan did not mention Kai Ping, he felt as if he was talking about Kai Ping. When he thought of this, Shen Yaotian was instantly shocked. He asked himself, what would he do if he had a junior brother with better qualifications than himself? Shen Yaotian glanced at Kai Ping and Xiao Fan, then retracted his gaze. He did not speak out his doubts. "Xiao Fan, can you be sure that the other party's cultivation is above the 6th level of the Foundation Establishment realm?" Xiao Fan heard Shen Yaotian's words and hurriedly said, "Master, I dare not lie. I got the inheritance of the senior in the Purple Mansion realm in the secret realm. At that time, my cultivation had reached the 9th level of Qi refining. Even if it was the 3rd level of the Foundation Establishment realm, or even the 4th level of the Foundation Establishment realm, I was confident that I could fight. But this person's attack was too fast, and I had no way to resist. I was sure that the other party's cultivation must be above the 6th level of the Foundation establishment realm. Xiao Fan's explanation was reasonable, and Zhen Yaotian believed it. Among the people who entered the secret realm this time, there are not many who are above the 6th level of the Foundation building realm. If you want to find the truth, it shouldn't take much time. Okay, I know about this matter, but according to the rules of the sect, no one will be held responsible. Xiao Fan, you can practice with peace of mind. I will find a way to help you find medicinal materials or pills to repair your dantian. Kai Ping, after you go down, strive to break through to the 9th level of the Foundation building realm as soon as possible. After Zhang Yaotian explained to Kai Ping and Xiao Fan, he waved his hand and let them leave. Looking at the backs of the two people leaving, Zhang Yaotian frowned slightly. None of these two disciples made him worry-free. Then Zhen Yaotian thought of Zhen Miaoqing who had left, and couldn't help sighing again. Junior brother Xiao Fan, you can secretly inquire and see who is targeting you in the secret realm. If there is any news, you must tell me, your senior brother, as soon as possible, and I will help you vent your anger. Kai Ping said with a smile, and his expression looked very happy. Xiao Fan was awed when he heard Kai Ping's words. He thought it was Kai Ping who was warning him not to talk nonsense. Xiao Fan hated it in his heart, but he smiled and said, "Thank you, senior brother. If I find out who it is, I will tell you right away." Kai Ping nodded and patted Xiao Fan's right shoulder, which was meant to be a gesture of goodwill. But at this moment, Xiao Fan's right arm was empty. This pat became a warning in Xiao Fan's eyes. Looking at Kai Ping's back, Xiao Fan's face turned pale. At this moment, Xiao Fan's killing intent towards Kai Ping has exceeded his killing intent towards Ji Wuchang. If Ji Wuchang knew, he would definitely laugh until his stomach hurts. In the Chongqing sect, the masters of each peak were asking their disciples about the things in the secret realm. On the side of the second elder Zhou Yuan, he asked the rest of the people and only left Sui Yen, then calmly said, "Do you know who killed Xiao Fan?" Sui Yen was slightly stunned when he heard it, and then said, "Master, this is really unclear. But I can be sure that it has nothing to do with me and junior sister Wanqiu. As for other people, I don't know." Zhou Yuan nodded when he heard Sui Yan's words, and then he couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. The headmaster will definitely investigate this matter secretly, but you don't have to worry. I guess the headmaster should have his own guess in his heart. Sui Yen was stunned, not knowing what the master meant by this, but still nodded. Watching Sui Yen leave, Zhou Yuan looked at the main peak with a meaningful smile on his lips. There was an extra jade card in Meng Caihong's hand at this moment. Meng Caihong looked at the jade card in front of her, and a trace of struggle appeared on her face. This jade token is called the Mother-Child Jade Token. This is the Mother Jade Token, and the Child Jade Token is on incursion. Meng Caihong sighed, and then a drop of blood came out of her fingertips and fell on the Mother Jade Token. The Jade Token vibrated instantly, and then the picture appeared, which was the scene of Ji Wuchang killing incursion in the valley. Chapter 80 News about Fire-Attributed Spiritual Objects. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Seeing the above picture, although Meng Caihong had a little guess in her heart, she still showed a bitter smile at the corner of her mouth. Meng Caihong had long discovered that her fourth disciple had an average relationship with the eldest and third disciples, but she did not expect that it had reached this point. Meng Caihong was amazed by Ji Wuchang's sword just now. A qi refining realm actually killed a person of the 6th level of the Foundation establishment realm in seconds. Even if she told this kind of thing, no one would believe it. Meng Caihong crushed the Mother Jade Token in her hand with a complicated expression. She decided to keep this matter to herself. The sect itself could not hold the responsibility for the fight in the secret realm, so Ji Wuchang himself did nothing wrong in this matter. Therefore, even if Meng Caihong wanted to punish Ji Wuchang, she could not make a fuss about this matter. At this moment, Ji Wuchang had no idea that his master had such a method. If he knew, he would probably not be in the mood to sort out the harvest in the storage ring at this moment. Although Ji Wuchang took out the corpses of the beasts and gave them to his second brothers in Linghong, he did not give anything else. Ji Wuchang first counted the pills. There were 17 third-grade pills, more than 50 second-grade pills, and a large bottle of first-grade pills, estimated to be more than 200. Wuchang secretly said that he had become rich. If these pills were sold, they could probably be sold for a lot of spirit stones. After counting them, Wuchang kept all the third-grade pills and 30 second-grade pills. He decided to give the remaining pills to his master tomorrow. The master had just accepted 3 new disciples, and it was at a time when he needed resources. Giving these resources to the master was also a good use of them. Then Wuchang counted them. There were not many spirit stones, only about 600 or 700 low-grade spirit stones. Wuchang knew very well that the reason for the large number of pills was because of the Purple Mansion Cave, otherwise almost all the disciples of Changshanmen were not rich. Wuchang checked the other things. There were also 6 treasures, a magic weapon, a spirit weapon. These things all had fixed identities. To be honest, it was very risky to keep them around. Wuchang decided to find an opportunity to go down the mountain and sell them secretly. After taking stock of the harvest, Wuchang summarized this trip to the secret realm. Overall, it was not bad. But Wuchang then secretly raised his vigilance, because he found that even without Yaoyao, the super plug-in, Xiao Fan still grew very fast. It can be said that Xiao Fan's growth rate is not lower than Wuchang, who has the system. It seems that we have to suppress him from time to time, so that we can quickly wipe out the luck on him. Wuchang secretly made up his mind. He knew very well that without the power of luck, the other party was nothing. At that time, Wuchang would naturally not keep the other party alive. In the last life, he was a good person for a lifetime, but the result was miserable. In this life, he didn't want to be a bad good person, but to follow his heart and go his own way. What does the collapse of the sky and the crack of the earth have to do with him? Wuchang left his hut and walked towards the main peak where his master Meng Caihong was. When Wuchang arrived, he found that the second brother was teaching Wang Yi, Wang Ping, and Song Qing to practice. Wuchang glanced at Linghong. For some reason, he suddenly felt that Linghong seemed to have matured a lot. Second senior brother, several junior brothers and sisters. Wuchang smiled and greeted several people, and they also gave Wuchang gifts in return. During this period, Wang Yi, Wang Ping, and Song Qing all knew about Wuchang. At this moment, several people looked at Wuchang with admiration in their eyes. Linghong smiled slightly, and then said, "Fourth junior brother, you are here to find the master, just go in directly." Wuchang nodded to Linghong, then smiled and waved to several people, without stopping, and went straight to the backyard. In the backyard, Meng Caihong and Wuchang sat opposite each other. Meng Caihong's expression was quite complicated, but she had already accepted this matter in her heart. "Master, these are some things that I got in the secret realm. It's useless to keep them. Master has 3 new disciples. They can use these things. It's better for Master to keep them." After Wuchang finished speaking, he handed over the storage ring that he had prepared long ago. Meng Caihong was slightly stunned, then took it in her hand and said with a smile, "You are thoughtful." Meng Caihong suddenly frowned slightly, pondered for a moment, and then said, "Wuchang, Master needs your help to run a trip. Go to the Meng family in Shijiacheng for Master. Originally, I was going to let your eldest sister go for this matter, but now she is lost in the secret realm." Hearing Meng Caihong's words, Wuchang was slightly stunned, and the memory of his previous life immediately emerged in his mind. The Meng family in Shijiacheng is the family of Master Meng Caihong. It was indeed Inkerson who went to the Meng family in the previous life. Master Meng Caihong's relationship with the family is average, and she is a cultivator. Now she is hundreds of years old, and her generation is no longer there. Now they are all descendants of the Meng family, and they are several generations apart from Meng Caihong. Wuchang still doesn't know why Inkerson went to the Meng family at that time, but he knows that Inkerson's strength has greatly improved after she came back. "Okay, Master. I wonder why I went to the Meng family this time." Wuchang naturally would not refuse, and agreed directly. Meng Caihong sighed, and then said, "When I left the Meng family, I promised the Meng family that I could meet their 3 conditions in the future. After so many years, 2 have been completed, and the last one is left. A few days ago, the Meng family used the sound transmission jade talisman I left at the Meng family, saying that the Meng family had thought of the 3rd thing, which was to accept a Meng family member as a disciple. At the same time, the Meng family seemed to have encountered some troubles. You go on behalf of the master. If the other party really has the aptitude to cultivate immortals, you bring him back and help deal with the trouble. If not, ask them to change the conditions, help them, and then go back to the mountain. There is another reason for letting you go this time. You need the 5 elements of spiritual objects to temper your body. Now you have wood and water, and you still need earth, gold, and fire. The Meng family has an eyeball of the fiery dragon, which was obtained by the ancestor of the Meng family from a secret realm. I practice wood-attributed skills, and this thing is useless to me, so I have never taken it. But for you, it can just become a fire-attributed spiritual object. Just say that you are following my orders to take this thing and give the Meng family a certain amount of spiritual stones as compensation. As for the remaining 2 spiritual objects, I will help you find out and notify you as soon as there is news. That when Wuchang heard this, he was overjoyed and nodded in agreement. He remembered that Incursion had mentioned to him in her previous life that she got the eye of the fiery dragon, and there was a drop of the fiery dragon's blood in it. It was because of this drop of the fiery dragon's blood that her cultivation advanced by leaps and bounds. Now that Incursion is dead, this opportunity belongs to Wuchang.